It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll get to see a battle for conference superiority. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Chargers on Monday Night Primetime.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the LA Chargers. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I could give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So the Charger offense making its way out, and at the controls is the league's second leading passer a year ago. At 25 years of age, out of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
The Chargers just continue to improve and take steps forward under the quiet leadership of Herbert, who's been the most productive quarterback in league history through his first 3 seasons. Over 4,700 yards last year. He's expecting to crack the 5,000-yard mark in this season.
Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Now, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Once more, here's Eckler. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Eckler's long been one of the most underrated players in the NFL, but he's now starting to get his due. 915 yards, a career best last season, with 13 touchdowns on the ground.
Herbert on first down now. Now he's free at the 35. Touchdown, LA! Keenan Allen, 54 yards. And the Chargers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards that time.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Now a man who's taken the reins with the Cowboys, it's Tony Pollard. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 20-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Second down and a little more than a yard here. They'll throw again. Prescott. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Ferguson. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. To throw is Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Cowboys are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here's Darius Davis on the return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Chargers. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. On play action, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Prescott. Looking downfield for Pollard. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And the rookie Darius Davis deep for the Chargers. Great coverage there. Holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
On the screen, this is Eckler. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
This now a 3rd and 4. Again, Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 37. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And he'll find Everett there, complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Extra point up and good by Dicker, and it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 1st and 10, Prescott.
Cooks on the quick slant.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession, as they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard. A give to Pollard, running left.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out and picked up by the Chargers. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession.
Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watched the best quarterbacks throw 7 on.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose, and is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Prescott.
A short one there, taken in by Ferguson.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Prescott on 1st down.
Going right back to Ferguson.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Chargers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Possession switching back now to the Chargers. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Here's a diving catch right side. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Josh Palmer, 43 yards. And the Chargers take a 3-touchdown lead. And there, a post route started out right, caught it in the middle of the field, went into the end zone. What typically makes those successful, those deep post routes?
You need help from your complementary receivers, okay? The guy that you want to get the ball is the guy that we just saw catch it and take it into the end zone. So he needs help from the other guys who have to occupy anyone in the middle of the field. Whether it's one safety, sometimes you get two guys in there, either run routes at them so they have to cover them, or somehow freeze them by running underneath them and hoping to draw them towards the line of scrimmage and throw it over his head.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That is caught by Lamb. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Prescott to throw it. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And Lamb going to have a Cowboys 1st down as he'll get this down to the 30-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Ooh, with a juke. And they move this all the way down to the 9. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Prescott. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's loose again. Running room at the 50. Look out. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Chargers.
Again, helping partner, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games at a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Extra point try now from Dicker. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up second down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
We gotta be big time now. That's right. Make it again, baby.
Third down and 1. Throwing. Prescott able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Who's gonna make a play, baby? Leave it all out here. Leave it all out here. Let's get some luck. Let's do our thing.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. That's dumped off to Pollard. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Prescott yet again. He gets it to Cooks. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
2nd and 10. And again, it's Prescott. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Final play of the half, Prescott. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that is incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, back to you two in just a bit. But first, welcome everyone to downtown Orlando and our EA Sports halftime report. We're accustomed to seeing strong quarterback play. We got that in the first half from Justin Herbert. He connected on 3 touchdown passes in those first 2 quarters as his guys have built up a sizable lead here at the break.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Sheds off the tackle. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Prescott from the gun. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Well, another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Prescott, a short one there, taken in by Ferguson. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 25-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Prescott on first down. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Prescott. And this will be incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott with a connection to CeeDee Lamb. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Returnable here for Davis. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They started on the ground with Eckler. Shoves him aside near the 35. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 64 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Back to the air. Herbert on second down. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Running on first down, Eckler. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And back at the 8 now, 3rd and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Flushed out right. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They snap it to Herbert. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his second touchdown of the night. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
A first down throw for Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On second down, it's Pollard.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
4 yards the pickup, first down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Here's Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. 23 yards the pickup there. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Charger territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 3. Now Prescott. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
2nd down, Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. They'll throw again. Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Brandon Cooks. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Buying time to his left. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a 1st down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Herbert's this throw taken in by Johnston. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Eckler now between the tackles, and he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Chargers have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. So that drive there, CD, a good response, and that might be the one that gets them to the finish line, a comfortable lead.
Yeah, and that's all about not letting the team back into a game because they just gave up a touchdown. It was back to a 2-score game, and anything can happen in that situation. But instead, they came through with a really terrific drive right there that ended in 6. So you like to slam the door on teams? In this case, they're trying to lock it as well.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Dallas offense set for this next drive. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw taken in there by Cooks. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 27-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Prescott looks to throw on first. Swinging this out for Pollard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down. Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectations.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. He gets it to Cooks. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing, Prescott. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit. The 4th quarter touchdown there. Back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that, just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics would tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Oh, let's turn it up. Oh, man. Let's ride, dog. Let's go. It's all right, Bucko. Come on now. 380. Run.
Up the middle with Eckler. He's got it to the 43 here. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start, but now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Play action. It's Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment.
You know what we need, baby. Let's be smart. Let's go. They can't stop. It's one play at a time, baby. Do it. Get it. Do it. Let's go, man. Get it. Get it.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. More from L.A. in a moment.
Let's go, fellas. Let's play. Let's play now, baby. Let's play. I'm getting Let's go, y'all.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler.
And he will have a Charger first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line.
The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Let's go do this thing, baby.
Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write it into this one. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.